Let's get here, and it's time to talk about Hell's Paradise, and it's back, returning with a bang, and I'm happy the series is here, but it feels like forever ago we had season 1, then season 2 announced, and it's coming, but it's finally here. I did rewatch season 1, and the episodes flew by quite fast. Still enjoy it quite a lot here, but we finally have season 2. Started out quite interesting. We saw a bit of a recap there and then straight back into the plot, and I'm liking the confrontation that we have in this episode. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, first we pick off from last episode where we saw that scene with the mysterious character. We finally get introduced to them. Well, 2 of them here and more to come. Jika, one of the Asaemon, he seems really playful, carefree, and kind of pushing the boundaries there when he was being questioned by the guys from the shogunate there. He returned from the island. Apparently somehow he managed to do it. He doesn't expand how. These types of characters, I like them because they seem really incapable of doing things, lacking abilities, them being underestimated by a lot of people, but them secretly being really capable. I'm liking characters like this, and even his dynamic with Shugen, the characters that we meet a bit later on, when he was questioned there, and apparently Chobe was the one that killed his prisoner that he was supposed to take care of. He somehow made it back from the island, and of course he doesn't want to go back. But here we have Shugen even having to apologize for his attitude, Jika's attitude, and them being ordered to go back to the island there. They're not gonna be the only ones, because they're gonna have 2 more Asaemon with them, so 4 Asaemon, and also 4 Shinobi. Like I said, that they killed all of the criminals, so we're gonna have 8 new people joining the island here. Now, I really liked Shugen. The contrast between him and Jika is great. How different their personalities and attitude are. Shugen seeing this stern type of character, really worried about this Asaemon, but also very suspicious at the same time, because he's also able to sense Tao when he tried to sense that monster if he was still alive. What was funny? I forgot about that. Jika just playing with that poor guy that told him, hey, what are we supposed to do with this monster that you guys brought here? Why don't you come to my room, or we can go to the red light district. That was getting the moves put on him here. So yeah, we're gonna have more people going to the island there. And I also liked, after this, we saw the Tencent, their side, a bit more with what they do here, what exactly they are there, and talking a bit about Tao being the life force there, and Tencent, their new training grounds here. And I'm really liking the vibes, the colors, the aesthetic when we see their perspective. That really brings in that mysticism vibe from them that we're getting, and a lot of unanswered questions there. We see them being similar yet very different at the same time, and I'm very excited to find out more answers about the Tencent, their origin points and things like that. We've gotten some things in season 1, a bit more here, but a lot, of course there's a lot more intrigue after this. Then we see Sagiri's group, new outfits, looking great. I really liked Yuzuriha and Sagiri there. Sagiri making Yuzuriha blush, them trying to figure out what to do, stay on the island, continue with the mission. Sagiri, or Sagirin, as Yuzuriha calls her, wanting to keep on the mission, but Yuzuriha being the logical one, and I think they complement each other very well. But probably the biggest question that I have from season 1, don't think they're gonna do it. Like I said back then, also even rewatching now the show, is Gabimaru's wife real? And Sagiri actually has to worry about that, because Yuzuriha really put some doubts into her head, to say the least, but she still has faith into Gabimaru. I'm still thinking she's real. There's no way she's not real. I don't think they're gonna do this. There's an interesting way they could do this, going down that route, but I really like her to be real, kind of keeping the motivation for Gabimaru, what he set out to be, and how much his wife changed him there. But not just that, we also don't have Gabimaru in full force, because he's still missing his memories from the overuse he got from Tao when he first got used to it here. And we see his group Mei guiding them there, him still being confused without no memories. Fuchi senses something is off with him, but before they can do anything else, we have Chobei and his brother Toma just face to face with Gabimaru, and of course they're gonna clash. They're really not cut out to work together first. I'm curious how Gabimaru would have reacted if he had his memories. That's gonna be interesting when he finally gets them back, because probably going to happen at some point. There's no way we're gonna have Gabimaru without his memories, but I'm liking this small arc with him without having memories. The hope is not gonna last long. Amnesia and loss of memories, or saying something is not real, is not my favorite trope or cliche, however you wanna call it. Very much so depends on execution, and it's not overstaying its welcome, which I really hope this is not gonna overstay its welcome, and like 10 episodes we're not gonna have Gabimaru without memories, because that's probably gonna be really annoying for me. So right now I'm going in with an open mind. Hopefully it's not gonna be too long with this, but back to the fight. Actually goes really brutal. Gabimaru biting, clawing, doing anything and everything against Chobei, because he was able to regen there quite a lot. I'm liking Chobei. It's probably my favorite one of the new criminals that we have here, and his attitude, just always adapting, being willing to do anything and everything for himself and for his brother, especially because they really are codependent on each other. Toma is a lot more on Chobei than vice versa. Here, like Gabi biting his tendons, gouging out his eyes, but kept healing, even though he got overwhelmed a bit at the end there. Mei sensing there's something wrong with Gabimaru, and even you see it in his own power, in his own strength. If he was the old one, even before discovering Tao, he would have handled that encounter probably, and that fight also much better, because right now he's kind of pieces missing from him, his memory, his motivation, his goal in his life, kind of like his personality, the thing that was driving him. So it's not just body-wise he's weaker, mentally, and both work together, and I really like this is very tied with the power system. We even saw it Tencent at the start saying that the body and the soul aren't different, they're just different manifestations of Tao, that life force, and really like how much this is connected with the power system also. But while Gabimaru was fighting Chobei, I like that Toma, yeah, I'm just gonna go after the guy that's missing one arm. And Ganteusai, I'm sorry if I'm gonna butcher names, I'm just gonna call him Gante, just casually. Why me? Did you think I was weak? Why me? And completely overwhelms him there, slams him, gives him points on his swordsmanship, his fighting style, and everything. You're not even worth me using my sword. I'm really liking that, and while that was happening, Gabimaru was willing to go out in a blaze of glory, literally using ascetic blaze there, overwhelming Chobei's regen. But I like the conversation between them. Gabimaru was the hollow right now because he didn't have his memories, saying, I don't have anything to lose, just acting like a shinobi his entire training. Meanwhile, Chobei finally awakens a bit, realizing that he has something to fight for, referring to his brother, and he's willing to unleash all of the Tao, all of his power there. So kind of had that conflict, something to lose versus nothing to lose. Which one is stronger comes on top there. Chobei kind of transforms into a full monster. But unfortunately, the episode ends here. I'm excited for next week. I'm really happy the series is back. Always wanted, when season 1 ended, I'm like, I'm gonna pick up the manga. But then, no, season 2 was announced. Then I got distracted. But no, season 2 is coming. Season 2 is finally here. I don't know if it's gonna be, we're gonna get a full adaptation. I don't think season 2 is gonna be enough for that, if we're just gonna have another 12 or 13 episodes. But maybe after that I do pick up the manga, so we'll see. I'm enjoying the series. I do hope you guys are gonna enjoy the videos. Also, I'm sorry if I'm talking weird. I'm still dealing with some health issues with my throat and voice and things like that. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully you guys check out the videos. Let me know what you think about the series. Are you happy that is back? Let me know in the comments below. Please don't go into spoilers if you've read the source material. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Helps me quite a lot. And you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Hell's Paradise. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.